Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Advanced Funneling. Let's get it started. Hi guys, welcome to Advanced Funneling, first episode. Here is a picture of an attack by Rocket 2 on a previous war that we'll use for an example. I want to start off with a little bit of terminology just so you know where I'm coming from in future episodes. First of all, we're going to talk about one-point attacks. Which is, let me get my screen right around here, so a single point attack is basically, let's say I'm coming in with a big army right here, and I'm using minimal, just funneling armies, just enough to get the army to go through. That's what I would call a single point attack. Now, we also might have 2-point attacks and 3-point attacks, where the 2-point attack might be this queen right here on a queen walk, maybe heading this way, and then we'd bring the bulk of our army in this way. Or we'll do a 3-point attack, which you don't see a lot of, which is you would have one army here. I would have another army here, which I expect to do some traveling, and then I would put the bulk of the army in here. So that's what a 3-point attack would look like. So that's that term. Next is going to be what I'm going to call a base natural funnel. And let's write on the screen here again. So basically with these three different types of attack we just talked about, there's really 8 ways to come in a base. So what I do in my mind when I first look at an attack, besides seeing if I can pull a clan castle, this base I can't pull the clan castle, it's in so deep there's really no easy way. So I decided to go with a 3-point attack. So the next thing I look for is, is there a natural funnel that's going to help me get the troops to the core where I need them to go? So of the 8 attacks, basically you can come in from each side, or really you can come in from each corner. So what is the best here on this base? So what I do is I draw an imaginary line from a third of the attack in. Where's the army? What's the army look like when it comes in a third? So I'll start here with, okay, this is what I mean by a third. So if I'm coming in from this direction, I draw a line across where the army would be in a third. So in this particular case, the buildings and defenses are pretty weak over here on the side, and there's a lot more buildings to the middle. So that's a good natural funneling start, because we want to have the bulk of the stuff that needs to be knocked down towards the middle of the attack. So it's real easy to funnel coming in this direction, because your army is going to take this little stuff out, no problem, and there's no place for this army to go but right in the middle. Now, say I came in from this corner, that line is going to look like this. So there's quite a bit of stuff over here off to the sides, and so the middle stuff is the army's going to want to tend to wander. So this is a bad natural funnel coming in from this side. Same thing from over here. Well, if I try to come in over here and I draw my third here, there's not a lot of stuff in the middle, so that's not a real good natural funnel. Now, if I'm coming in from over here, it's not good, because this side is way heavier than this side. So the army's definitely going to want to try to drift this way. Now, if I come in from the bottom here, and I draw the line. You know, it's not bad. I mean, it's fairly weak over here. It's fairly broad, though, compared to up here. So this is clearly why I chose up here to try to go with the natural funnel. And we'll drill down on that a little further going forward. But that's the basic gist of the terminology that you'll need to know going forward. So, okay, here's the actual video of the attack. I did go with a 3-point attack. So I would want queen on one side and 5 giants and 6 bowlers on one side, and the other 5 giants and 6 bowlers up the middle, plus the 5 bowlers and the giant I had in the clan castle. I put a jump towards the side of the other bowler army, so hoping that most of them, like what happened here, would all go to the middle. So the plan came together very well. I knew at this point that I was going to need a little bit of luck to get past these infernos, so tried to push the army here to the left. They went to the center there, but they did get the inferno down there, and then I jumped a couple minions over here to help clean up and get the queen moving here a little quicker. I typically always bring a few minions with me, and I'll probably do an episode on minions and how valuable these little guys can be. And so I got a little bit fortunate over here at the bottom. The bowlers went over here to help clean up, and I still have pretty much all my healers. So I got a fighting chance, but I just knew this queen was gonna get in the inferno before she would start shooting the inferno, so I was a little bit concerned. So we're walking here, and then I'm like, oh boy, I gotta hit the power here. We gotta get her moving or she's gonna die. And so she did get that storage down and did have enough time to get the inferno down and finish up the 3-star. So I took advantage of the natural funnel on this base, and it ended up working out. So thanks for joining me.
Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. Now I've gone through it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, 'cause if nothing really matters